If you really want to get in touch with nature, doing some off-road driving, some beautiful forest service roads, well, you can do it with the top down in complete silence with the Wrangler 4xe. Yes, it's capable of driving under complete electric power alone up to 20 miles. And then you have a fantastic hybrid system that kicks in. Then you have a fantastic hybrid system. When the electric power is depleted, we have a powerful gas engine that kick in and keep things going. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford, and today we're talking about this 2022 Wrangler Sahara 4xe. Let's dive in. There's a few little Easter eggs hinting that this Wrangler is a little bit different than most other Wranglers that we see. You can see the blue tow hooks here, and we can also hear the engine firing up. The battery is completely depleted on this, but when I'm done with this video, I'm going to put it on the charger, so the next person who looks at it, it will have a full charge. So yeah, it can travel up to 20 miles alone, just under electric power. For a lot of people, including me, that's like more than half of my commute. I have about a 12-mile commute, so it's possible to plug this in at your house, wake up, drive to work under electric power. Often we have chargers at the parking garages or even the places that we're employed. So if you find charging at home, you could even make it both ways under electric power. But if you don't, that's still fine. It's relatively fuel efficient. Once the electric battery is completed, it'll operate as a regular hybrid, still saving you on fuel versus a regular gas-only version of the Wrangler. This is a beautiful example, nicely equipped with the Sahara trim package. The hybrid version of the Wrangler only comes in the 4-door Unlimited version like this. And just because it's a hybrid doesn't mean this is the slowest Wrangler. It's actually one of the fastest. So we have a 2-liter gasoline 4-cylinder engine matched to 2 electric motors with a combined output of 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. In fact, this makes the same torque as a V8 Hemi-powered, range-topping, like $90,000, $100,000 392 Wrangler, which is kind of like Wrangler's Jeep's own version of the G-Wagon. This makes same amount of torque, not as quick. The 392 does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. This does 0 to 60 a little over 5 seconds. The regular V6-powered Wrangler, that's 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. So it's about a second faster than a regular V6 Wrangler, and you're gonna get a lot better fuel savings with that combined output of the hybrid and electric power. When properly equipped, you can tow up to 3,500 pounds of the 4xe Wrangler. Love the styling. You can see little Wrangler Easter eggs. You can see the original Willys. Jeep puts these little Easter eggs all around their vehicles. The blue tow hooks obviously are a giveaway that this is the hybrid version. And it still maintains the same amazing off-road prowess that we find in the regular Wranglers. It wouldn't be worthy of the Wrangler badge or have the trail rated badge on the side if this wasn't capable of doing some serious off-roading. I think to be worthy of that trail rated badge, you have to traverse the somewhat technical Rubicon Trail. We have a nice high-end interior on the inside with this lovely leather trim. We have a 3-piece hard top that can come off in sections. You can just take this top off, this part off if you want, or remove the whole thing. There's also aftermarket bimini tops and soft tops that you can get for the summertime. Leave the hard top on in the wintertime. We have a navigation, rear parking camera, nice leather up steering wheel, feels great in your hands. We have contrast stitching, analog gauges to the left and right. We have a digital display right in the middle. And over here we can see that we have 3 electric drive modes. So this is the regular drive mode. That will just kind of mix electric and gas power. So when you have a regular hybrid mode, it will favor electric power, but as the battery gets slower, it'll start favoring the use of the gas engine. And when the gas engine is operating, when it's running, it's still charging the battery. And then when you put the brakes on, when you use the brakes, we have regen braking, so it will turn those electric motors into generators. So normally all that kinetic energy you lose through heat through braking is recaptured and put back in the batteries. That's part of the reason why EVs and hybrids are so efficient, is with that regenerative braking. And the dividend of that is, since you're actually using the actual brakes far less because you're using the electric motors to slow the vehicle down, your regular brakes will last a long time. And guess what? Brakes can be expensive to replace. It's not uncommon to see hybrids and EVs get well over 100,000 miles out of their brakes. When we put it in electric mode, that will favor electric power versus using the gas engine. So it'll just make sure to use all that electric power and deplete the battery before it fires up the engine. And then eSave will prioritize the gas engine and save the electric power for later on. Well, why would you want eSave? Well, wouldn't it be nice to do some nice, quiet off-roading without the rumble of an engine? Well, that's exactly it. You can use the gas engine to get you to the trails, to those off-road locations, and driving under electric power alone on some trails with the top off and the windows down, that lets you hear and experience nature, cuts down on the noise, and you know, obviously when you're driving on trails, you're going a lot slower, so 20 miles of range will last quite a long time in an off-road situation because you're not going 70 miles an hour on the highway. You're going, you know, 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 miles an hour on trails. So all cool stuff. Obviously Jeep was thinking. Of course, we have a fantastic navigation system, rear parking camera. This has an advanced four-wheel drive system, two-wheel drive high, four-wheel drive auto, part-time four-wheel drive, and then of course we have low range. All that power is routed through an 8-speed automatic transmission, which they use pretty much in all the Jeep products. This one has a little bit more on-road oriented tires. Obviously you could get a Rubicon version that's more geared for off-road, but if you really want to go off-roading, you could have two sets of wheels and tires. These wheels and tires will cut down on road noise and actually improve fuel efficiency and electric efficiency on road. So if you want to really go off-roading and you do it occasionally, I would have a second set of wheels and tires that you can put on with off-road tires and use these for commuting and regular types of driving. Or you can just go buy a Rubicon version. For most people that are going to spend most of their time on the road with a vehicle like this, having more on-road oriented tires like this is going to make your life a lot nicer. I know you see people that have these jacked up Jeeps with these huge knobby tires, but you know, when they're only going off-road maybe a couple times a year, it's pretty much just for the look versus actually being functional. The Wrangler isn't a huge vehicle, but we still have nice spacious rear seat accommodations. When they've redesigned the Wrangler, it's got a little bit better as far as rear seat space goes. It's a lot better than some of the earlier versions of the Unlimited. You have USB and USB-C connectivity as well as a conventional power outlet. I really love the utilitarian look of the Wrangler. It's one of the best out-of-the-box off-road vehicles. It's like a lifestyle. You can take the doors off, you can take the roof off, you can even fold the windshield down. There are really not that many other vehicles like the Wrangler. It's like, you know, getting a motorcycle or something like that. There's a camaraderie to it. Often people that have Wranglers that are kind of modified and stuff, they'll wave at each other when they drive by. It's like being in a family, being in a club. So if you have one of these, just personalize a little bit. Put a bimini top on, shave some fenders, shave fenders, put a winch and a brush guard in the front, and you know, you'll be part of the club too. I think this is a storage bag for the front portion of the top. There's a subwoofer for the sound system. We have the EV charger. This has a little battery, so you can fast charge it, but with a battery that only has 20 miles of range, it's not like a Tesla of a 300-mile range. You can pretty much charge this thing overnight with a regular 110 outlet. You don't need one of those, you know, big dryer outlets to charge it overnight. It's a little battery. And then, you know, fast charging, you can fast charge it, but the battery's so small, I would just, you know, drive under, when the battery runs out, just drive it on hybrid mode and have it just act like a regular hybrid and then just charge it when you get home. But the Wrangler is a classic vehicle. It's been popular for decades and decades, and I don't think it's going to go out of style anytime soon. With the hybrid treatment, it's been modernized for the 21st century. It makes it better on-road, it makes it better off-road, it makes it quicker, and it definitely makes it more fuel efficient. Well, thanks for watching. We're Scarff Ford. We've been in business over 100 years, proudly serving the greater Seattle-Tacoma area. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and we have a very, very wide variety of used cars. Everything under the sun we sell here at Scarff Ford. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon, and have a great day.